Here I am, back at you. Yet another live stream. Oops, knocked the camera off for a minute then. Yeah, so I'll just let the clock speed up a little bit, and I'll let you know the jolly good news. The jolly good news is I am moving to Italia, the birthplace of my papa, Italiano, Napoli. Yes, so I'm going to Naples tomorrow night. I'm nervous, but I'm gonna. I've got my GoPro, which I haven't even set up yet, but I know how to edit now. So I've just got my Labara chip this morning. Put 100 quid on it, so I've got plenty of data. Hopefully, I'll get some subscribers and some things. Not things, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I just want to. Yes, guys. What's happening, Raymond? How are you, brother? Sorry, I got interrupted and off a call from my sister. She's having a little bit of trouble with one of her sons and her first grandchild. But if you're going to say hi, at least add something to it, mate. You know, in fact, you don't need to be fair. But your channel was set up 3 weeks ago, so I know exactly who the fuck you are. But you know what? Do I care? Do I look like I care? Do I fuck? Listen, travellers don't scare me, or nobody else, mate. Nobody else. But that's not what I'm on here for. I just wanted. I'm going away tomorrow. Well, early hours the day after. I'm going to Italy now. Last time I went to Italy, I ended up in a psychiatric unit because my head was fucked, right? I just left on a whim on a one-way flight, and it went fucking wrong. The best part of the world, and it went wrong. Only for me, right? So what I'm going to do now is I've saved up, and I've been saving for 4 years for this moment, okay? I've just cashed half of my daughter's trust fund in to do this for me to better my life. So I'm going to, even though I'm not on drugs, you can clearly see that, I'm on a lot of medication, right? So that's going to get me into, that's going blue light. What the fuck's blue light? I'm not in the blue light, mate. I don't know what the fuck, I know blue light. What do you mean blue light? What's all that mean, blue light? I don't have a clue, mate. Anyway, no, green light. It's a peppermint dial, otherwise known as olive dial. Yeah, it's a cheap Rolex. It's nothing fashionable. Not well, fashionable, yeah. Nothing too expensive, obviously, because I've not got that type of one. Another one 2 months ago. But yeah, just keep coming, guys. At the end of the day, all I want to do is I just want to give out, because I'm going to keep on doing it in Italy. But the difference is I can speak fluent Italian, believe it or not. Well, not fluent, but I'd say 80% Italian. Okay, I can get my way around. I can book a hotel. I can go and ask for a job interview. I can buy a loaf. There's lots of things I can do in the Italian language. Obviously, my father's Italian. I'm half Italian. I've had enough of England, okay? I have had enough. There is nothing here for fucking nobody. Now, to do a proper mental health channel, which will be in English, so it will come back to the English audience, even though it's a very small audience at the moment, because I've only got like 60 odd subscribers, because I'm starting afresh. I just want people to know that I don't hold any grudges with anybody, okay? People that have accused me of things in the past, let them shine. Let the sun shine upon them. And at the end of the day, they'll one day realise, okay? they will one day realise I just want to speak about mental health, what's got me to this stage of moving away to Italy, and what's going to prevent me from coming home, if this what you want to call a home. England is a fucked up country. Now I don't want to get too political because it's not a political channel. However, what I do want to do is move away, just take my savings with me. I've cashed half of my daughter's trust fund. Yes, one daughter. You said it, Rebecca. I've got one daughter. Okay? That one daughter will be provided for. You can provide for your daughter. Is that okay? Well, your other daughter, which I provided for from day one. Remember? Crib, Moses basket, blankets, clothes, everything. You couldn't stop drugs, could you? I could. And you know what? I stand here today clean with a nearly £20,000 Rolex on my wrist. Yes, it's a Datejust, it's a cheap one, but it's a collector's item, okay? So I stand here today, sit here today, proud that I managed to stop drugs for the sake of my daughter, okay? Another thing that spooked me, I was already clean, was the girl that passed away at the side of me. That will never leave me, ever, ever, ever. Never leave me. She was such a beautiful, caring soul. You just would not believe it. I have never had a girlfriend in my whole entire life, and I'm 44. I've never had a girlfriend who was so loving, so beautiful, even though looks is not everything, as we know. But she was just such a caring individual, and I lost her. It's like, what the fuck can I do right for doing bloody wrong? You know, I can't do right for doing wrong sometimes. But anyway, I've got conflicting stories coming from Rebecca, coming from other people. Well, not coming from Rebecca. She's got 5 children. Listen, I'm not being funny, but she doesn't seem like she's got 5 children to me. And I don't mean to be crude when I say that, but she doesn't seem like as though she got 5 children to me, or she didn't so at the time. But anyway, enough of that now. I'm going to Italy. It is, what is it now? Monday. I fly out early hours Tuesday morning, so I'll get to. I've got a flight from fucking Heathrow. £97 for a ticket to Heathrow Airport, and then it's only £112 return, open return for 3 months for a fucking flight to Italy. I mean, what the fuck's happening, guys? Come on, spill it to me if you know it. Yeah, so I am having a sneaky little can, just to celebrate leaving the country of my birth. I'm actually going to a rehabilitation centre. It's a 4-year program. It's called Simpatriano. It's got a G in it, but it's like a silent G. It's Simpatrigano, we would call it, but it's actually pronounced Simpatriano. Sorry, Saint Patriano. And it's a 4-year program. And what you do, you make cheeses like Parmesan and Parma ham, all different types. You've got a cattle, sheep field, a pig field, where you make salami, you make Parma ham, pancetta, all different breads. You sell them to bakeries at knockdown prices, and that funds 90% of your stay. The 10%, I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's because my father's Italian. So I'm going to go for Italian citizenship. So it's a 4-year program. Then after that, on the last year, it's to reintegrate yourself into community. Find yourself a job, find yourself this and that and the other. I mean, I'll either have to pay private to have my knee replaced, or I will come back to have that done, because I've only got to come back to have my knee replaced. I've missed the pre-op again. It's expired, so it's a waiting game. But I'm not paying 16 fucking grand for a new knee when I can have one done for nothing. I've not got that type of money to burn. Yeah, I've got that money, but not that type of money to burn. Not on a bloody knee replacement. But all I want to do, guys, is help. You know, I've had a chaotic lifestyle, to say the bloody least. Okay, now I'm clean from drugs. Now you've got to ask yourself this: I've been through some traumatic instances, traumatic events in my lifetime. Okay, now I don't want to keep going into it, but something keeps gravitating me into it. It's the woman I lost, which was short lived, but we would have been together today. Okay, I didn't know she had 5 kids. I still don't believe she has 5 kids. I'm being told by Rebecca that she does have 5 kids. You can sense. I don't want to be crude. Least of all on somebody that can't defend themselves. You know, someone that's deceased. I don't want to pass comments on personal things. It's just in case the family are watching, which they probably are, lots of them. But you know what? I don't fucking care. You know, I loved that girl, and that girl loved me, and that's it. I lost a loved one. Yes, not a family member, but I still lost a loved one. And you know, to this day, guys, I really, really, really struggle, and I do struggle to. I struggle to maintain relationships, to obtain relationships. I struggle so much. Now, I could get to the bottom of this by going knocking on her mother's front door, but her mother is nearly 80 years of age. Now, that would be a coward to knock on that door. You know, even though she loved me, Christine, I won't mention the surname, but Christine loved me. Always did. Always told me to leave Rebecca. Always told me to get with one of her daughters. Always said that. Always. She's my guardian angel. Put it that way. Let me tell you, I go and see a certain headstone. I've knocked it back now to like once a fortnight, once a month maybe. I don't leave no track marks behind. I always make sure I'm not alone, just in case there's like cameras there or a GPS tag or something like that, you know, and I pay my respects. I sit there for hours. I was there, what day is it today? Monday. I was there on Thursday night. I got out the Hilux, Toyota Hilux, my friend's Toyota Hilux, like a pickup type of van, like not van, but like a car-derived van, but like I don't know, Nissan Navara. Some of you won't know what I'm on about, but like a pickup truck anyway. And I got out of that at 25 to 11 at night. And you know what? 2:45 in the morning, we left. 2:45 in the morning, we left that cemetery in Southport. I don't leave flowers. I believe my presence is enough. I could leave flowers without my name on, and nobody would know where he was from. They'd probably be left. But I don't want to disrespect the family to leave flowers especially when I know they're not welcome. Well, I get a feeling they're not welcome. Deep down, I truly believe they are welcome, but there's nothing I can do to change other people's minds. So anyway, guys, let's get back to it. This mental health business, every morning's a challenge. Every day is a bloody challenge. It really is. No matter what you've got, what you've not got, who you've got around you, doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter. You know, I've got a supportive family that are going to be behind me on my quest to go and make a new life in Italy, the birthplace of my father. Okay? I've got aunts, uncles, cousins. I don't know none of them, right? But I soon will. Like I said, I wouldn't say I'm 80% fluent in Italian. I would say 50, 60%. I can speak a lot of Italian. But the point I'm trying to make as well is that just because you've got a mental health disorder or a debilitating illness, mental health wise, it doesn't mean to say that you can't go on and fulfill your dreams. It just doesn't mean to say that, does it? Anybody can do anything that they put their mind to. Nothing is impossible. The only thing is impossible is numbers. There's not a man or woman on this planet today that can tell me, that 10 plus 10 does not equal 20. Or 18 minus 2 does not equal 16. Men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. Which is why they use numbers for toxicology reports, DNA reports, pathology reports, all the rest of it. But listen, before I start getting upset and having to shut down, I don't want to get involved in any of that anymore. All I want to do is, who's this blue light guy? What's this blue light person fucking wibble wobbling? I haven't got a clue. Samsung. Who's Samsung? Who's Charlotte? I haven't got a clue who Charlotte is. Charlotte, do you mean? Yeah, joined 2 months ago. That says it all. But I don't know what you mean by blue light. There's no blue light here, mate. I might have been to a red light before now, but I've never been to a fucking blue light. Well, unless you're referring to the shades there, are you? Or the ambulance blue light. Is that what he's referring to, are you? We'll have a fucking short, sharp shock, let me tell you. Yeah, so I know this person, who this person is, who keeps flicking in and out of the channel. You know, I know exactly who she is. And you know what? I actually like the person. I actually like the girl. We've never had a cross word, ever. Ever. We've never had a cross word, ever. Now, obviously, blood's thicker than water. I get that. 110% get that blood is thicker than water. However, sometimes you've got to, and we've got on life's terms. No matter what we do, who we are, what community we come from, we're all equal. Okay? I seen a demonstration. Tommy Joyce, who I know quite well actually, and he was doing a protest on the Mulligan's bar, which is why I want to raise this now. So it's gathering widespread information. The Mulligan's bar protest. knocking travellers back from an Irish bar. Come on. I mean, you got a lot of Romany gypsies, but you got a lot of travellers, Irish travellers. Why should they not be allowed into Mulligan's Bar in Manchester? Big up Tommy Joyce, big up Paddy Doherty, big up Billy Moore as well, for bringing that to the forefront of people's. Because what they done, they had black people, right, on the door. Now, black people, many years ago, before the 70s and 80s, when I was a babby, in the 80s, or even before I was born, there was signs, no blacks, no Irish, no dogs. Okay? So they've got 3 or 4 black men. Tommy Joyce could take them all on, trust me. I know Tommy, he's a fucking banger, let me tell you. One of the best of the Joyce breed. Now, he orchestrated, I thought I was really proud of him for sticking up for the travelling community, because travellers often get ostracised. It's racism. It's like calling a black person the N-word, or a Pakistani the P-word. You know, there's good and bad in every single culture, every single colour, every single breed. You can't taint people with the same brush. I've worked for travellers, with being a carpenter, doing the soffits, guttering, claddering, downpipes, gable ends, box ends, you name it, I've done it, right? The proper way, wood off. I wouldn't do it if we're capping over. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't interlock the soffits. The soffits go on one board with air vents in between them. They don't go on interlocked. It's just not normal. It's just not the right practice. So I used to get paid £250 a day, to be honest with you. In the end, they tried me at £60, £80, and I wouldn't have it. You know, so I got me good wages, and I've learned a lot from the travelling community. Now, this video is not about travelling. People are accusing me of doing sick things, if I'm honest. Sick. Now, everybody has feelings. Everybody's got feelings. Man, woman, child, even the newborn has got feelings. Now, when your feelings are challenged, you're going to say and do things you don't want to do or say. And it's fact. It's 100% fact. Now, I'm not stopping my YouTube channel. Okay, it's going to get bigger when I get my GoPro out, obviously. This is just to start off, just to get a couple of 100 subscribers maybe, before, well no, 100 I'm hoping. In fact, not even that. I won't even have 100 before I touch down in Naples, Italy. My flight's at 02:20 a.m. and I'm arriving at 03:45. No, it's a 3 hours and 15-minute flight. So however long that is, I'm okay at counting money. I'm okay at English, but maths on the fly, I'm not very good at. But I just want people to know before I leave this country that it's been a long time coming. A long time coming. I've been saving for 4 years. I've just cashed in our daughter's trust fund, 40 grand, which is half of 82. I took 40. That is to better my life. Okay? Now, if I've not got a good life, how the heck can I provide my daughter a good life? 1 second, have a quick wee. How can I provide my daughter a good life if I'm not financially stable and I've not got a good life myself? It's just beggars belief, doesn't it? It beggars belief. You just can't do it. You know, I haven't been taught to save money from a 6, 7, 8 year old boy. You know, I've learnt it in me for in my late 30s, mid to late 30s. You could say 40s. I'm 44. I'm 45 in November. You could say I learnt to save my money in my 40s, right? Which is not like the travelling community do. They get, I always now, when I go to the shop, I'll barter. I'll argue over £1. I'll go to the next shop 10 minutes on just because it's 50 pence cheaper. Okay? Now that's exactly what I do. Because you can't underestimate the price of a fucking pound corn, guys. You know this. You guys that are watching, no, you can't. You got to look after your pennies, and your pound looks after itself. You look after your pounds, you tend to look after yourself. You look after the 20s, and they'll look after the 50s, and so on and so forth. Okay, I've just bought myself €2,000, so I'm going to travel with €2,000 and see how I get on. If I need more, I'll phone home and ask for more, but I don't think I will, to be fair. I think I'll be okay in the rehab, and just be a normal person. Just be a complete different Mark. You know, people get me mixed up. The people in question, let me just say Annie, right? Annie. She knows who she is. You know who she is. She's a good girl, you know. She's a real good girl. Okay. Before she gets back on it. It won't be long. I've got every favour girl. She's never, ever had a bad. Julie, uh, known to me as A, her name was Julie. Um, said, "Oh, you're wrong. She's Becky's father's Becky's." No, because the child's not in my life. Rebecca got her taken away from me using drugs, and I fell from me unstable mental health. Now I've got no. I'll come on to the world and say my daughter was adopted at birth. If it was today, then it would be different ball game because my sister would be in situ, okay, or my mother no, but my sister would be in situ. She was fighting their own custody battle at the time. Now, what I want to do with this channel, I'm going to change it slightly. I don't know what to or what around. It's obviously going to be around mental health and drug recovery, abstinence mainly, but not just abstinence. You've got to put the work in, guys. I'm a walking addict. I will be an addict until the day I die, okay? Which could be tomorrow, could be tonight, could be 50, 30, 40 years. I'm 44. I'm not living till 88. I'm well past the halfway line in my life. So now it's all about leaving a legacy for my daughter. And if the mother plays ball and she gives me the Jacoby's birth certificate, then I will. She's my firstborn. Basically, I met a girl on New Year's Eve in, I think it was 2016. 15 going into 16, yeah. She was pregnant when I met her, five weeks, and she didn't know. Okay, she told me from the get-go. I provided for that child, and you know what? I will forever, ever class that little girl as my first ever born child. Even though I've got Lottie, she's my biological, proven by DNA. She's no more special to me than our Cobes. You know, any man can make a baby. It takes a strong and good-willed man to raise one. I was robbed of the opportunity. But what can you do, guys? What can you do? It's all around addiction. Addiction has got so much strength. It's like it is actually, it is a disease. Addiction is a disease. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Addiction is a disease, period. Addiction is a disease. Now, I'll live with that until the day I die. Right? Okay. That was just in my makeup. I was abused in care as a child. I was this and that and the other, taken away from my parents for being a little bastard. It is what it is. I'm not going to start beating my mother up or my father for the way I was behaving. I mean, now the shit I don't have it because I get them fucking told. But when my nephews are talking to my sister in bad language and not threatening her, but speaking in a threatening manner, they get fucking put in the box straight away. She's never fucking turned to the authorities to have them adopted, to have them not adopted, have them put in a care home, like I was put in a care home. Whoever keeps coming in and out, that number one person, put your name to it, please. I beg of you, put your name to it. I know where it is, but I'm not going to say who it is. But I know where it is. Now, if you've got anything about you, Annie, come on and speak to me in Cant. Obviously not Kekarocka. Yeah, Kekarocka as well, because I know you're well versed in that. But you come and speak to me in Cant, okay? I won't say what Cant means, because I don't want to blow the travelling cover. It's no different to the Indians. Travellers derived from Indian people, like pani is water. There's lots of things, phrases that the Indians use, okay? Because the travelling people came thousands and thousands of years ago from India. That's where they procrastinated, or that's where they was born. And then we've got the Irish, the English travellers, you got the French travellers, you got the Romans, Romanians, you got travellers all over the world. Travellers is good people, but this is not a traveller channel, okay? So I'm not going to mention travellers one more time. I just feel a bit grieved and a bit upset how people are quick to judge, quick to judge, not listen to the facts. Scientific, forensic facts. Not word of mouth. Not he said, she said. Not it is possible. No. I'm on about the real forensic stuff. It's not all because you was a travelling family decided with me. No. They would have loved to potted me on what fucking I was accused of. But they couldn't. Because science does not lie. So I hope you take some solace, guys, on knowing for the fact. Now, I'm not going to mention a certain, you get them in cans. They're made by Heinz, and the second name is Head from Southport, yeah? I believe Christine blames him for what happened. I'm told by Rebecca, Christine blames Heinz Head. What's in a Heinz tin? The most famous ones of all. What has a woman got between her legs that they call it? What do they call it? A bean? Yeah, well, that type of head. Okay, so it's well documented. Well, I've been told. So if you've been told otherwise, guys, reshuffle. So, I just want peace, me. That's all I want. I'm only going to get peace by moving out of the country. I mean, nobody's bothering me at all. I don't get no calls, no bother, no nothing. However, so guys, you're not going to tell me who keeps popping in and out. I know exactly who it is. Do you know what? Doesn't bother me at all. Because you see that little man when you're looking at a YouTube screen? It tells lies. It's called a bug. The YouTube bug. It does not. Cut my teeth. It needs fucking doing desperately. This year is the year. Is the year. So, yes. Right. I'm going to go now because I've got somebody to phone, okay? So, I'm going to leave this be. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go and I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you in about 10 minutes, guys.